Всем привет, дорогие друзья! Вы на канале Play. Будем смотреть Kombat Kast Mobile 2.0 обновление. Я пропустил тогда, когда он шел по прямой трансляции, и сейчас будем обозревать именно таким образом. Так, давайте перемотаем, где он там. 3, 2, где-нибудь вот здесь вот начнем. Сейчас сделать потише немножко. Ну вот. Я очень ждал это обновление. Непонятно пока какого числа оно будет. Вот, есть такая информация, то что она будет только работать на 64 разрядных устройствах. Вот, так что около 32-битные, к сожалению, не смогут ощутить именно всю суть обновления у себя на смартфоне. Сейчас посмотрим, что будет. Осталась минута. Ну все, ожидаем тогда. Так, ну все, ребята, остались считанные секунды. Я еще не смотрел, сейчас посмотрим, что будет. Надеюсь, это будет клево. Начинается.
Welcome everyone to our first Mortal Kombat Mobile stream. We're going to talk about everything coming up for Mortal Kombat Mobile. I know a lot of our fans have been waiting for that, and we have some really awesome things to talk about today. So let's get right to it. Let's talk to our panel of guests.
Так, а это те разработчики, которые именно в мобильной версии занимаются. Mortal Kombat.
I'm Mick Peck. I am also a designer on mobile.
So today it's all mobile all the time. Just so in case you're wondering, our next console stream will be next week. We'll have a date for that soon, but today we're going to focus on mobile. We have a lot of really cool stuff to say.
Yes, we do.
Before we get there, though, the guy behind the power station, my good friend, Mr. Matt Burke.
Am I really your good friend?
Да, это стример, который оператор там у них, который все это показывает.
We're great friends, Burke. He takes his headphones off because when he talks to the mic, it messes with him, I think. Is that right?
I don't know. I think it's a power play.
Yeah, I literally can't talk. I hear myself in the headphones, and it's like I'm interrupting myself, and my brain wants to explode.
You just look real cool when you're like,
Hey guys.
So, anyway, today, big day, guys.
Big day.
Да, я на самом деле очень много что жду от мобильной версии.
For Mortal Kombat 11 console.
Я очень рад, что у меня телефон 64 разрядный.
Right. We have a
64-битный.
friend named Jade that we want to introduce to you guys
Awesome.
today.
Let's take a quick look at that.
О,
So
Jade.
So last week we announced that Jade was coming to Mortal Kombat 11
Я очень хочу посмотреть именно на саму боевку, как все будет устроено. Говорят, обновленная графика будет.
All of her glory.
So I think we should get right to it.
Let's show
and
it.
take a look at how she plays.
Yeah.
And while we're doing this, maybe just talk about
О,
what we're seeing
ничего
on
себе.
screen.
Yeah, sure. So here we got Jade's basic attack strings. We kind of wanted to show those off. I've added more.
Ну так-то прикольно, ребят, сделано.
A lot more damage going in.
Вот там как раз Скорпион и Рейден вместе с ней.
And also you'll see on here we're showing off her SP1, a couple of hits, we got a snare on there, and you'll see as well the screen darkens and we got a little slowdown there. That's her passive, Embracing the Shadow, where she can dodge basic attacks and get in on her opponent with a counter. And that's
Да, прикольно,
cool. It's
ребят.
really nasty. I mean,
А рентген покажет?
card, but she feels very
Я
diamond.
хочу X-Ray увидеть.
Well, that's good for the fans to hear, I would assume.
Yeah, and then you see here power drain immunity. She's gaining that actually from her MK11 combatants.
О, второй спецприем захват или первый.
MK11 teammates. And then here
О, нифига себе, это получается как вот В консольной
And,
версии
with all
также
our
сделано.
MK11 characters,
Вот это
they're
прикольно.
actually having crushing blows, and they also offer another combat effect for you to use.
Давайте я хочу X-Ray посмотреть.
Coming with their special attack or combo attack.
О,
You see
X-Ray
there,
пошел.
We're trying to match their fatal blows
Прикольно.
1-to-1
Yep.
with how it looks in console the best we can in mobile. But it's a beautiful sequence. It looks great. The characters look awesome up close, and the blood's pretty wicked.
Look at those stats. Some
So
of
this
the
is
top
a-
gold stats out there.
This is a top level Jade.
47 тысяч дамага,
Awesome. So there is
92
Jade
тысячи
coming very soon.
ну,
Available
здоровья.
in trials. So
Now
we have a
that's-
whole new
Блин,
mode
прикольно,
to talk
ребят.
about.
Let's get to that here in a
Стойкость
second. Before I do
36
that, I do
тысяч.
want to talk about there will
Восстановление
be,
45.
a giveaway.
Yes.
So when Jade is live, there'll be something that you'll have to do your best Jade impression, whatever that means to you. I don't know what that means to you, but whatever it means to you, do your best Jade impression, and we'll pick 3 people who will get a chance at getting Jade for Mortal Kombat Mobile. I'm still having trouble remembering the new name.
It's all right. It's okay.
So it's now
I'm here
Mortal
for you.
Kombat
We're
Mobile.
here for you.
We are rebranded.
The rebranding. That's
Yeah.
that's my bad. But trials, that's something we should
It's
probably
all
talk
new.
about.
Like we put this together as a new way to earn these characters, right? So Burke's gonna put this on here.
Ух
So
ты,
while we're
это
talking about that,
обновленный
here's our whole
получается
menu,
меню, дизайн,
user
интерфейс
interface with the
обновленный,
main menu
прикольно.
here. So you get to see the feats of strength,
Вот
Shao
там
Kahn,
коллекция
you can see
карточек
the nifty
есть.
moving
Tailends.
panels there, and we'll go into trial right now.
Ну,
So
ну это как
you can
испытание
now
будет
get,
выглядеть,
when
да, башни.
our update comes out, MK11 Jade will be available for trial mode, and that will be every day
Блин,
you go
прикольно.
into a tower and you do 5 towers and you earn this character card, and then you also get to play with her before. So when you're doing the trial,
Ну,
you get
типа,
to play with Jade. Now we're going to the
за
card
деньги
packs in the store,
пакеты, за
and
игровую
this is
валюту
our whole
тоже.
new storefront.
Прикольно
So
всё.
now you get to see the characters in a whole new light. Don't forget the bronze pack at the end. Get that every day.
Также
But,
Mortal
our
Kombat
new
X
store
Mobile будет
also has a
переименован
fantastic
просто
new
Mortal
interface
Kombat
with it,
Mobile.
and,
Кто знает,
all
кто не
new art and
знает.
all that good stuff. So
Awesome.
it's really great.
So not only do we rebrand with a new name,
Обновление
Mortal
должно быть
Kombat
вот-вот на
Mobile.
днях,
We
на
also
этой неделе.
UI has changed, new characters
We-
coming in.
We have so much,
So
so
then
much
just
to
change
show
the
you.
name.
So much to show you guys.
A lot of new stuff to happen.
Yes.
There is a lot today we're going to talk about. Very excited about that. Let's talk about another character from Mortal Kombat 11 that we have talked about, that we have shown on Twitter,
Yes,
that is coming to the game.
a lot of Twitter action there.
That we use Twitter. We use a lot of Twitter. So
Yes.
Raiden,
Yes,
Mortal Kombat 11 Raiden. Is
we
gonna
have
be here too.
done. We've created Raiden to be a new meta change, essentially. Leatherface is kind of changed the meta in terms of our game pretty hard with his rage mechanic, where he would enrage after combo
Он
enters.
вроде как
So we
говорит то,
decided
что
that we needed to kind of put a character that could
золотые
stop that.
карточки можно
And I
будет
know
потом в
who would do a great
алмазные.
job at that is MK11 Raiden.
Короче, как достигать
So we'll
10
show him off here.
уровня
Go ahead, Pac.
золотая
So-
карточка.
So with Raiden, once you do 3 combo enters,
Ну, тут
then
будет
you'll
это сказано.
perform a
О,
crushing
нифига,
blow,
тоже как вот
which
на
will
консольной
disable your
версии прикольно
opponent's,
сделано.
combo enters for the rest of the
Интерактив.
match. You know, this is a huge,
То, что
DPS
после
slowdown
10
for
уровня
these
золотой
characters. A
карточки
lot
она
of
может
characters can whip
быть
through the face
становиться
with
алмазной, то ли она
combo
сразу
enters,
будет алмазной, они
damage
сделают.
really
Ну, короче, много,
tightening on
которые
that.
золотые
For the rest of
карточки,
that match, you said.
The rest of the
алмазок
match.
будет
Wow,
намного
okay.
больше.
Yeah, and there's no coming back from it, no dispelling that. And
Их там всего 6
another
или
thing we've
7
done
на
with
данный
Raiden,
момент.
you'll see on his
Ну,
left
здесь что-то
here,
порядка
yeah, we're
15-20
using some
точно
cool
где-то
moves
будет.
from console to kind of present there, and then putting our own little flair on it.
Ну, здесь они должны
And,
будут об
again,
этом
with
сказать.
them, we're also replicating the fatal
О,
blow.
X-Ray пошел. Прикольно.
A couple things I've seen here that we haven't really even.
Ну да, кровь, конечно, не очень хорошо сделали, но все-таки это же
No,
телефонная версия.
Yeah, so yeah,
Смартфон.
first time showing
Так,
them off to the
45
public.
тысяч
It's
дамага,
pretty cool.
99 жизни, 37 стойкость, 37
X level.
восстановление.
X
Прикольно так.
Promoted.
X gonna give it to you.
Yes.
Promoted to 10.
Прикольно, да.
So,
А вот Скорпион
another
должен
strong
быть
character
алмазным
that
вроде
changed
как.
the way the meta works.
Yeah,
right?
and also we'll have a trial. So after the Jade trial, we'll have the Raiden trial. So you can also play with Raiden in it, and go from there. And you'll get 1 card of Raiden. After 5 towers.
Yeah, it really is a great way to come in and do these trial modes and get to feel these characters right away instead of having to. I mean, we are a game where you have to play a lot to get your characters, but yeah,
Sure.
getting to touch these guys right away is a ton of fun.
Yeah, you get to know why that
Why
they're
it's so
so
good.
sought after.
Yep.
Pretty much. Yeah.
Awesome. That's really cool. It's cool seeing all these characters that are
Yeah.
coming out for console already here for us very soon, coming to Mortal Kombat Mobile. which is
Next
awesome.
week. Next week.
Oh yeah, we'll mention that again, I'm sure.
Yeah, we will.
Updates looking like it's coming next week. Not going to give it a specific date right now, but all of the pretty much. I mean, everything we're talking about
Сейчас
today
еще должны Скорпиона
is
показать.
going to be ready for that.
Посмотрим на
It's all going to be
Скорпиона.
ready. It's going to be great.
Cool.
We've been working hard.
And you've noticed
Whole
also,
team.
like when you look at the characters, like that's the great thing about working in this studio is that both sides work hand in hand, console and mobile.
Yep.
So you'll see a lot of like they're over here. You're able to take them, work them into mobile in the ways that you do. You do that
Right.
sort of magic, and it's not like a one-to-one thing.
Yeah,
Like you
yeah.
have to a lot of work done to
Oh,
make
yeah,
them
absolutely.
work on mobile in the way that you're supposed to. Because although they look the same, they will play similarly. You know, they have these passives. They have these ways they affect the game. Like that doesn't happen, say, in a one-to-one fighter.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, we try to take their flair and their essence and really bring it in to make it work for mobile.
yeah.
And I think I've really liked what you guys have done, especially like it's funny. I think we've talked about this before. Like a lot of the like when we first started doing the game, like some of the passives were like, "Oh, that's cool," and you're like, "Wait a second."
Yes.
Once you got your footing, and you're like, "Oh, we get this. Like,
Right.
Now the passives are like insane and cool.
That's
Like,
funny
really-
you would bring that up.
We'll get to that in a second,
we
though.
will.
Won't we? Did I jump the gun a little bit?
I did it too, so we're even now.
It happens.
Yeah.
Чё, показывайте Скорпиона
One
тоже.
more. We actually showed this one on
Где
our
Скорпион-то?
first Kombat Kast
That's right.
console. Scorpion.
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat 11
Oh,
Scorpion.
so
People have been
excited
chomping at the bit to get after MK11 Scorpion, and we're happy to have him in mobile and really give his feel.
A lot of great
and
responses off of the first. We played like a very short teaser video on the first stream.
Right,
Yep.
right.
And a lot of really cool responses about how he looks really cool, and I can't wait to play with him.
My personal favorite in terms of looks, for sure.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. For
What do you say, Burke?
All right.
Вот и Скорпион у нас.
So here we go with Scorpion. His SP1 is very unique in that you can use it to now
Ну,
deliver a
прикольно.
crushing blow, one which will disable the character's special attacks, but it will also is able to hit two characters. You can kill one and go into.
Блин, реально
the next
прикольная
one,
тема, ребят.
Which is
Мне очень
something we
нравится.
don't normally do in Mortal Kombat Mobile, so it's something very unique to him and very powerful.
Напишите, что вы
Again,
думаете
here we go,
вообще
it's
об
crushing
этом.
blow, very
Кому нравится, кому
beautiful,
не
love
очень
shots.
зашло вот это вот.
Blood looks awesome.
Блин, по мне вот реально классно.
With his passive as well, kind of jumping into this, he gives his MK11 teammates.
Oh, there we go.
О,
blow
победная
to-
стойка еще прикольная.
Yeah,
I love this.
and that's something special we've done for the
Класс.
MK11 characters, where
Yep.
we've kind of taken
Офигенно.
a more cinematic camera angle.
Вот,
on
алмазный
victory
Скорпион.
poses.
Nice.
And then, as you see,
У
it's
него
a diamond
здоровье аж
character here,
111
so
тысяч.
that,
На
Scorpion's
10
gonna be
уровня
available in
алмаз,
Faction
если.
Wars,
Прикольно.
and
Дамаг
also
58.
in special booster packs
Да.
for the MK11 booster pack.
Блин,
that you saw in
классно.
the store.
MK11
Очень
booster
классно.
pack. Awesome. That's great. So 3 cool characters coming to mobile next week.
Well, you know, there's 3, and then there could be like 23 more.
Oh, tell me more about. Let's talk about.
We're talking about.
Нам
This
что-нибудь
is
еще
important. This is
покажете
something that we've kind
интересное?
of
20
alluded to a
минут
moment
целых.
ago.
Yes.
По-любому
Diamond
должны
character
что-то показать.
enhancements.
Yes.
Or I guess we're calling them 2 things: enhancements, character rework.
Character reworks. Yeah, so we have decided that we wanted to go through a lot of the older characters and some of the new, but mostly the old ones, and really create a new like meta game that is like. So we took a meta and we just went deeper, way deeper, and essentially we took 23 characters. We went into the laboratories and we decided what would need to be working.
Did you say
Reworking the upgrades.
lavatories?
Laboratories.
Laboratories.
Well, I mean,
Laboratories,
yeah.
if
okay.
it's a laboratory, that's something
Gotcha.
else
I
going
got
on there.
confused there.
We have multiple laboratories? More than one?
Yeah, don't tell anyone.
Before we go move on, I forgot to say something earlier. This is very important to me. This is our first mobile stream in the new room, and
Yes.
this is something I
I
wanted to
love it.
talk about. There was a time last year where we kind of just stopped doing streams, and we couldn't tell the fans why we were stopping doing streams because we had the big update to the mobile game coming. We had the console game had not been announced yet,
Yeah.
and we were building this room.
Yes.
So I want to give a backwards apology to when we couldn't do streams but couldn't talk about why. So that's why it happened. That is why
Well,
we're here now
Yes.
in the room.
Yeah, and what a great room.
Ну, нам
It
больше
worked out
будет
pretty
еще
well. I also
показывать.
want to give more props to Matt Burt because we have a whole new setup over there for him to use. And mobile streams are always there's a lot of pictures and videos because playing live is very difficult. So we have a lot of videos, a lot of
Yep.
pictures. So Burke's the man right now.
Блин, ну поскорее бы в натуре обнова вот вышла.
So,
Like, I'm gonna.
Она вот должна быть буквально на днях уже.
You're the
It's
architect.
gonna be
You
great.
got
and if
this.
he messes up, just
Я
do
просто капец
hashtag.
как жду это
What's up, Bert?
обновление.
Oh my
Right?
god!
Dang,
Something
Bert.
like that. Anyway, so let's move on. Let's go back to
Sorry,
character
Mark.
reworks. Very cool stuff.
Oh, wow, yeah. Okay, back to character reworks. So right now I got 4 to show you. Now there's 23 total, all right? But I'm going to just highlight 4 to show you how much we've done.
Talk about 4 and kind of how they've changed.
Right,
And
exactly.
character reworks, we're going from gold to diamond.
diamond.
Not silvers, not bronze. These are your gold characters.
These are
that
your
you know and
gold
love.
characters now turned to diamonds.
So the gold's enhanced into
Вот он про
Yes.
Diamonds, про
Crushed
алмаз, как
harder.
рассказал, то, что некоторые золотые
turned into
персонажи
diamonds.
будут
We went together. We
именно
put millions
алмазными
together.
персонажами.
Yes.
Awesome. So let's start with I
Shao
believe
Kahn just went.
Katana. Is
Сейчас,
that right?
может, покажут. Вот, Китана
All
будет
right,
алмаз.
so diamond,
Прикольно.
assassin, katana.
Китана,
So
ассасин.
before, the old gold would be more of a,
Еще кто
oh,
будет?
she tagged in, do a little damage, and she has a little bit more
Она
power.
была, по-моему, эксклюзивом
Now, she
золотым.
not only does
Да,
that, her
эксклюзив.
bleed on her tag and attack does 15 seconds of bleed up to, and then also works with the other assassins, which we will go into later.
Right.
And so she can dodge SPs just like Assassin Jade. She's now going to be a very nasty card to have on your team. And we knew that a lot of players had it, and we wanted to give a lot of players some diamonds as well. So so that's with Assassin Katana. And also, as you can see, all the stats are going to be up because it's a diamond card.
So now, if they have her as gold right now,
Yes, she will be
When they-
magically changed
When they
to a
download
diamond.
the update, you will see the lauded upgrade label all over your characters.
You're
beautiful.
going to see so much gold to diamond. It's gonna be
that's
great.
awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. Next up, I believe we have, is it Jax?
It is.
Revenant
О,
Jax.
Джакс.
Okay, so let's just be honest.
Джакс тоже будет алмазным.
Could
Are
be
we
the
being
weakest. Yeah, we're gonna be honest.
We're gonna spit real with you guys.
Could be one of the weakest golds
Okay.
out there.
Джакс именно этот. Да, будет
sorry, all Jax
алмазным.
fans. But I
Темный
just-
Джакс.
We
But now
made
he's-
it way better.
Now he's
Ну,
better.
прикольно так-то.
So what we're doing here is that not only does he have his original, which we kept, although they keep their original flair, what we did was we extrapolated on that, and now when he does an SP, a special attack, he goes invulnerable for a couple seconds.
Okay.
And that's not even talking about the synergies, which I will talk about later. So not only does he have health for every Circle of Shadow character, a little foreshadow of the
is
future.
that a nugget?
Yeah. You're gonna get like him having SPs that make him invulnerable and
Еще
super
кто-то
nasty.
будет?
Like it's really a game changer for that character.
So, was it a goal of yours when you started thinking about these rework of characters to not take away what was fun originally?
Right.
Like a lot of people have characters. We've talked about this when I there's characters that I use that, every game has characters that may not be as good as others, but there's characters that I enjoy that I play because I like them, and if their playstyle changed, maybe I wouldn't. So you want to keep that the same.
We did not change the playstyle. It was essentially we added on to the playstyle.
Yeah,
so
we've given them a lot more utility to use and a lot more matchmaking and team making that you can
Right.
do with these guys.
especially now that that character is more versatile and whatnot, especially when we show the next part of this whole thing is that you're going to
Блин,
see
то
that
самое
these,
чувство,
and
когда
we're going to
хуй
build
знаешь
upon it.
английский.
So the more characters we add onto this, it's going to get more and more robust in what these characters can be done with. Like, is this my am I going to go PvE on this, or is this my faction war main? I got to have this for my faction wars.
Do you
or is
think,
this
do you
my
think a lot of these
defense?
changes are going to really mix up how people are forming? their
Oh,
teams?
absolutely.
Absolutely.
Oh yeah,
100%.
it's gonna. Yes, absolutely.
And that's one thing we hear a lot is like people do love. We've done it. We do it a lot in our games where we'll kind of just change the meta bits and pieces.
Yes.
So this is more like, just from me looking at it and not being a designer, one of the more full scale meta changes we've seen in a while. Ever?
It's I would say
It's
that
our biggest
it's
ever.
our biggest
Yeah,
ever.
because it comes down to a single character before. This is 23 characters of utility and combat additions.
Right,
So.
Awesome.
So yeah, with Pac was saying is that usually it's like one or two, and they're like pre Lady Leatherface, right? It's just like, oh man, we knew that we were creating a monster, there. So, but
Так, что-то сейчас еще должен показать.
That's just one.
Судя по его мимике
We've now
и движению.
changed 23 different characters to add 7 different teams, which we'll get into.
Oh, we're going to get into that in a moment
Yeah.
too. There's a lot to talk about here.
Yes.
A lot to unpack, as they say sometimes. Not pack, but All right, well, moving on. Sub-Zero.
All right, down to Cold War Sub-Zero. Okay.
О, Sub-Zero, холодная война, прикольно. Тоже будет алмазкой. Блин, ну вот это реально классно.
Debuff called Frostbite. And Frostbite is now tied to him in every shape or form. And he
блин,
has
насчет Sub-Zero даже, блин, реально офигенно.
He has been improved by stats, and also the Cold War synergy, so we'll talk about that later, is now amped to 11, essentially. Yeah.
To Mortal Kombat 11.
To Mortal Kombat.
Oh,
yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow.
That was
He's
something.
good.
Pin that one.
He's good, yeah.
Put that on the old board. What a sweet joke, right? There's one more. I remember, so you told me we were kind of planning what order to do this.
Yes,
in.
we did.
You wanted to end with one in particular.
I did. Let's cut to Nightmare Freddy Krueger.
Фредди Крюгер будет алмазом.
His passive would,
Офигеть.
create a nightmare, and the character would then have a higher chance to receive lethal blows.
Блин, насчет Фредди реально вот это еще неожиданнее, мне кажется, чем
If
Sub-Zero.
you have two more characters with him, the nightmare will be extended to two.
Блин, Фредди алмазка, охереть.
And then there's the kicker. If you have his equipment on, you might have a chance of having three.
Entire team.
You can have the whole entire team under the nightmare. That means increased lethal blow chance on all those characters.
Wow.
And so pretty much you can have Freddy Krueger, wreck house essentially. So he is going to be improved, and he also has a team that goes along with him as well, and we'll go with when we start talking about that.
Yeah, so you'll see there'll be sought after combinations in these
Yes.
teams, and then as people unpack these guys, they're going to work on their own as well with other combinations. I can't wait to see what the kind of metas that the community comes up
It's going
with.
to change the entire scope of Faction Wars, and it's going to be like, who's got what do you feel is the best meta change that you enjoy, and what's your team and stuff like that.
Okay. Awesome. That sounds really cool.
Yeah.
And there's a
Thank
lot
you.
more. So there's 23 characters.
Yes.
We did 4.
Yeah.
Can you tell me one more?
Just one more?
Just tell me one more.
How about I just show you all of them?
Okay, that's easier, right?
Yeah, we can show you that.
So we got this diagram in, and I saw it, and I was like, okay.
Так, это сколько получается у нас уже персонажей показали?
Yeah, we got a lot.
Так, получается Джакс, Китана.
There we go.
О,
Cue the card.
это что такое?
So we've got
Слушайте,
7
ребят,
glorious
это,
subgroups
если я правильно
of,
понял, то есть
golden
одна
diamond
вариация,
cards that we put together.
допустим, холодная
And we're not
война, вот
including
те,
the
где
MK11
Sub-Zero, скрипном Соне,
cards here. So
они,
that's
короче,
a whole
могут
team in
затоптать
itself. So we got
День
Day of the
мертвых
Dead
вариацию.
team.
День
Now, all
мертвых
those
может
cards have been
ассасинов
taken
топтнуть.
from gold to
Те могут
diamond.
темных, темные
And they
могут
are the
спецназ.
pretty
Непонятно,
much the
короче,
quintessential
типа кто кого может
anti-assassin
растоптать.
team.
Как вот в
Now you can
Injustice
see
2
here
была тема.
that these arrows
В Injustice
kinda
2,
go to
кто
different
помнит.
teams. Each one is kind of
Вот, походу,
custom
такая же
tailored to
штука.
take out the other team.
А хоррор
So
тим
Day of the
чё?
Dead team is the
Он типа
anti-assassin
нейтральный.
team, which
Походу.
really get into like anti-dodging
И, кстати,
with,
везде
you know,
под 3 человека, только в
Day of the
Ассасин
Dead
2
Jade,
человека.
who has
Скорее всего,
no
кого-то
shield.
еще
But
могут
now
добавить.
her meta is she gives
По-любому
everyone
кто-то
goes
третий
shield
должен быть потом.
that is a Day of the
Будет
Dead
там.
character. And
Так,
then
у нас в алмазах
we'll switch on over
получается
to the assassin team,
Китана,
which could
Джакс,
be 3 in the future. We'll
Sub-Zero,
have to find out who will be the
Фредди.
next assassin.
Так, все,
I
вроде
don't know.
I
4
know
вроде
it's going to
показали.
be to
Do
be
you
continued
know?
there. Yeah,
Или
so
нет? Кого-то упустил.
essentially we got,
Ладно,
as we
четверо.
talked
И
about,
плюс
Assassin
там,
Katana
по-моему,
there,
было 6. Ну, короче, 10 алмазов
and,
примерно, в общем,
Assassin
будет.
Jade, the
Прикольно.
meta favorite. And they all have the chance to dodge moves. And then that's
А,
really
ну, плюс
fantastic
Скорпион
against
новый
the
еще.
Circle of
Да-да-да.
Shadows team, which is really good because what's great about them is that they are the most versatile group. There's 6 characters that could be added to this team. So there's Quan Chi,
Блин, прикольно реально сделано.
Dark Emperor Liu Kang,
То, что
Dark
одна топчет
Empress,
другую, другая
Katana,
другую и так далее. Как бы
and the 3 Revenants
вот
versus
хоррор
Sub-Zero,
тим
Jax,
посерединке, прям
and who
нейтральный.
am I forgetting? And Kung Lao. So all
Jason,
those characters
Leatherface.
are versatile, and they all bring
Ну и Фредди.
immensely
А,
powerful
ну Фредди я
synergistic
называл, да, алмазку, да.
things going on here.
Ладно.
And
Уж
then,
думал, Фредди не
what's
назвал.
really good against them is Strike Team.
Ну, примерно 10-11
Strike Force, I
алмазок
mean. So
получается.
Strike Force is a ragtag group of Punk Cassie Cage, Undead Hunter, Johnny Cage, and
10
Spec
минут
Ops Scorpion,
осталось.
and they all work fantastic well together.
Посмотрим, что нам
Like,
еще
they're like a
расскажет,
Power
покажет.
Drain and Power
за эти
Gen
10
super
минут.
team, and that's really but will be taken out appropriately by the new Golden Diamond Ronin team, which is a fan
Ну, с этим,
favorite,
конечно, они, если честно, прикольно сделали.
Ronin
Мне
Kenshi
тоже
there,
вот это нравится
who
очень.
is can hit
Поскорее
like
бы вот
a
это обновление
truck.
вышло уже.
And now they are the most powerful rod power group, as they have amplified attack damage against everybody. But they really shine against the Cold War team, which is, as we talked about, Sub-Zero, Scorpion, and Sonya, and they are more of a dot focused team with the Frostbite.
Вот он как раз
Fire,
рассказывает, то,
but
что
also they have
Саб-Зиро,
the
Скорпион,
shield, which
Соня,
Sonya
они
brings
типа
together.
топчат вот этих
So all these
наверху,
things
Титану,
bring
Джейд
into this
и
whole
Эрен
unique
Бота,
experience.
День
And I
мертвых.
don't want to even
Определенная
Stunning
вариация
Slam team, which is
топчет
the
другую
Horde
вариацию.
team, which is Relentless Jason,
Ну, как бы будет
Freddy
преимущество типа
Krueger,
того, как я
and
понял.
I don't know why, but we just decided to make Leatherface go Diamond as
stronger.
well. I made him. He's gonna be great.
Sure, why not?
Yeah,
right?
it's just, you know.
I love his
Yeah,
squeals.
we love our squeals. We love the chainsaw.
So yeah,
That is a sampling. Like we can drill. We don't drill down for like an hour here if we want to on all the meta that can be changed here. But I think that our community can tell us even better when they get their hands on it next week.
let's throw up the Twitter handles again, Burke.
Yeah.
So you can also reach either of these guys here. Again, we get a lot of tweets, so answering everything is nearly impossible. Always has been.
We
But,
try.
and there's also things just like every stream we do here, console or mobile, there are things that are locked
talk
away in
about.
secret that we can't quite talk about yet.
Absolutely.
So there's a lot of times I'm just going to ignore you because I can't say anything.
It's a surprise. It's fun to
It's
be
not that I don't
surprises,
love
right?
you.
Ну, мне что-то кажется,
But
больше
I
ничего
can't
не
say that.
покажут.
So 23
Все
characters.
возможно.
All new synergies.
Yes.
3 new characters to mobile
Yes.
in one update.
Oh, what there's a little bit more.
Yeah.
Should we go into the whole? We're now on Unreal.
Oh, please, yes.
So, we got one more bonus. Why not, right?
Bonus.
How about 50 more quests?
Okay.
There we go.
yeah, new
Yeah, that's
quests.
quest. Another quest.
Netherrealm Quest.
We're
А,
now
квесты
taking
какие-то
the
еще
players
будут.
into
Нифига
out of
себе.
the Outworld and
Что за
into
квесты?
the Netherrealm for another.
Netherrealm
You got to
Quest.
stop another diabolical scheme going on in the Netherrealm.
There's so many schemes
This is a
going
lot of
down.
schemes going on.
Deliciously poetic adventure.
So delicious. But just a warning to the community. This is for like people with very powerful, cards, and you're gonna need your gear on your cards as well.
Мне походу
to help
какие
you
именно
get,
квесты не
success rate up.
раскрывают, то есть как бы
So it's
как
gonna
интрига.
challenge, even
Будет обновление, типа
most,
сами увидите, типа того.
biggest, most veteran players on there.
Oh, that's good too. Like continuing to add stuff because this game. I'm gonna find that tweet real quick. I got a tweet from a guy who is a big follower of our games. Really loves them. I'm gonna read it right now.
Okay.
It's from Game Time Gaming.
Тайлер там
yeah.
уже
Oh,
по
yeah,
ходу
big fan,
обновления
big
ищет,
fan.
смотрит.
1,400 days, 3.5 years, 46 months, 200 weeks.
I know.
No matter how you break it down, it has always been time well spent connecting with awesome friends, playing an incredible game created by amazing people. Can't wait to see what's next. #MKMobile.
I want to cry.
Yeah,
So-
I'm gonna
it's,
seriously.
That's overwhelming. Yeah,
That's
to see.
really the sweetest thing.
So to all the fans who continue to
I
play
know.
Mortal Kombat Mobile, thank you for
Yeah,
all of
thank
that.
you very much.
Yeah, thank you for playing.
I mean, we
It
really
was-
try our
Yeah.
best to put out these updates in
Yeah.
a timely fashion and
Right.
the best content that we can.
Yeah.
And this one's a very large one.
Yeah.
So it's going to change a lot of things.
Воу-воу, куда экран пропал? Реклама Саны.
Characters, all that stuff. That's amazing and huge. Just you're going to open the game and it's going to look different. It's going to feel different. There's new UI screen. There's new. I mean,
Yeah.
I know it sounds
Так,
weird, but
всё,
every time a game
продолжается,
does that,
всё
but, like, I
нормально.
play, I'm always like, feels fresh and new.
It's
cool.
I mean, I still look at the the main menu user interface and I'm like, this feels like a brand new game. It really does.
It's just
And
fun to explore. Yeah, too.
It's really nice. It's
And the
really
way
nice.
the game's going to play is also brand new.
Yes.
So I'm excited. Please tweet us the teams that you're kind of theory crafting now. Once you see them, tell us who you're playing as.
Would love to hear it. Would love to see what your power team is for sure. Right.
Because these guys, they're crazy, and they're always looking for new ways to
we
like,
really like to add make it hard on ourselves. So we like that.
this character seems to be doing well.
Yeah.
What character could stop that?
It's
Like,
kind of our
just
thing. It's kind of our thing.
Completing the circle.
Circle
It's a
life.
lot of fun. As we mentioned earlier, we do have a giveaway coming up for when it does go live sometime next week. We'll have more updates for you that follow us on Twitter and whatnot. Have a lot more updates on when that will be. There will be a Jade giveaway. 3 lucky people will get Jade. Just your best impression of
Ребят,
Jade.
реально
Make sure you
пишите,
retweet that
что
and
вы
find
думаете
that
об этом
when it
обновлении.
happens.
Ждете ли вы его?
So you'll be able to start right away.
Yeah, yeah.
Я просто реально, вот я просто жду, не дождусь, когда оно выйдет.
I mean, if you get that card, you're on your way to glory.
Yeah, she's a ton of fun to play.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things Carly and I, who is one of the hard workers
Shouts
on the
Carly.
marketing side of mobile, we all
Но
love
те, у
her.
кого 32-битные устройства,
Contacting
их,
people
ну,
about when they
скорее
win
всего, придется
is
просто
one of the
помыть
perks of the
тебе.
job.
Oh.
Because people are always like flipping out, right?
Sure, yeah.
Because you might guess, like on Twitter, sometimes people aren't so happy with you. So it's nice when people,
Never.
never, right? So
Only
it's
but
nice
love on there.
when people have good things to say.
Mm-hmm.
So let's talk about. Did we already talk about how the game is working now going forward?
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, I mean, Unreal 3 to Unreal 4.
Yeah.
So we are now on Unreal 4. So that means we are online. So won't be able to play offline anymore. I apologize, people. But since we have improved the engine, then it requires us to be online. So
as far as technical improvements, we're running the game at 60 frames per second now.
silky.
It runs great, and then you'll see on all of our characters they've had all their materials updated to PBR materials, and so that means it's got a material on there that Unreal 4's lighting makes them look more realistic. They pop better. They look better with the environment. They're just beautiful to look at.
Cool. So this is a huge update.
This man. I've never. It's like almost we created a whole new game. Essentially.
Well, because generally,
Feels like.
Yeah.
I've worked in the industry long enough where it's like if you hear, going from 3 to 4 online only, that's an update. Like
Usually,
that's its own update.
yes,
right?
yeah.
Yeah.
It's
I
You
mean,
guys did a few more things, so you did more than just that.
just a little bit.
Awesome.
Yeah,
a
we
little
went
bit.
from cooking a pizza on a fireplace to cooking it in a stove.
So,
on
yeah,
Unreal
exactly.
4. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything
Complete
else
engine
you'd like
change.
to add before we say goodbye?
Just we love your feedback. Please keep it up. We'd love to hear
Короче,
about
всё, ребята,
when
это
we
походу
get this update
конец.
out, what you guys
Всё они
would like to
показали,
see and
рассказали.
what more, and
Yeah.
what characters are coming out that maybe we would talk about.
Yeah,
You know,
we read all the tweets as much as we can. We
Yeah.
can't respond to them all, but we're taking in that feedback, we're taking in that criticism, and we're trying to, address some of that.
I love that we're able to talk about 2 different games at the exact same time that share so much like blood together.
Yeah.
Not to be Mortal Kombat weird, but blood. Like we have a lot of fans who don't play console and only play mobile. We have a lot of fans who play only console and not mobile. We have a lot of fans who play both, which we've seen.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So hopefully these streams can even get more players to be able to play Mortal Kombat wherever they go.
Yeah.
Like it's not just on the console. You can be on the bus. You can be all these places.
all the time.
So that's what's great about it. Next week we'll be back with a console stream.
Oh, so excited.
Middle
Can't
of
wait.
next week. Not gonna.
Yeah.
We'll give you an announcement really soon. We're gonna have a special guest. Gonna have some fun stuff happening there. You should probably be there. I'm excited about it.
I'm very excited.
I might be just hanging out by the side of the room.
Don't talk outside
yeah,
about.
yeah. I was,
And well, of
Speak
course,
in.
like for when you guys have more stuff to show us and more updates to do, we'll switch over to the blue logo and we'll do a.
well,
Kombat
it's going to be
Kast
very soon.
Yeah?
We're going to have
Yeah,
updates coming hot after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We don't want to give any promises right now, but when those do come, meet us here.
Yep.
We'll show you a new stream and talk everything about it.
Excited. Super.
Guys, let's thank you,
Yeah.
Matt Burke.
Burr.
Thanks, Burke.
Thanks,
Так,
Burr.
ну все, ребята, они с нами
Anytime,
прощаются.
Shout out to the team too.
And back.
Yeah.
С этим все ясно. Ладно.
Big shout out to like we talk about
Так,
this
сейчас
every
он
week,
договорит.
and it's for me always very important to talk about. We are lucky enough to be able to talk about the games we make.
Yep.
There's a lot of people downstairs
Tons
who are
of
making the game as we speak.
Yep. Good. I was going to touch on this. Great. Go ahead.
So thank you to all of the mobile team
Yeah.
from every discipline touches everything.
Yeah. Console team. Everybody.
Yep. So thanks to all them downstairs who are doing the work on there, and we hope that we showed it off well. And
Hopefully we did our job.
I think we do.
I think you guys did great.
I
It's-
think we'll have a ton more to show later. and
Oh,
as
double
the-
thumbs up. All right.
Give
Okay.
the double thumbs up
Yeah.
from Power Station back there.
Okay.
So thank you guys so much for
good.
joining us.
That means anything.
Thank
I
you
think
so much
it's
for
thumbs
joining
up.
us. This has been our first of many
Yeah.
Kombat Kast mobiles.
Woo.
And we will see you guys next week for another console stream.
All right.
See you later.
Так, ну все, походу, да. В общем, ребят, что у нас выходит из этого? В общем, по мне лично это прикольное обновление, хорошее. Вот. Блин, прикольно реально. Скорпион, Рейден, Джейд. Блин, ну вот реально они офигенно они их сделали. Вот. Очень жду это обновление, еще раз повторюсь. Вот. То, что несколько персонажей золотых будут сделаны в алмазные, тоже прикольно. Какие-то квесты, там у них еще что-то. Ну, вот. И, блин, реально прикольно. Мне очень понравилось. Вот. Если хотите еще увидеть стримы, кстати, я сейчас записываю как раз, и сегодня, вернее через полчаса, начнется с Джонни Кейджем Kombat Kast. Вот. Тоже обязательно запишем. Вот, так что смотрите. Ну, с вас лайк, подписка. Всем спасибо за просмотр. Всем удачи. Всем пока.